All right, Dave Anders, this video is for you regarding the shelves in my garage. First thing, credit where credit's due. I built these shelves almost 8 years ago in their original form due to my absolute favorite all-time woodworker, Matthias Wandel. He also has his own website called woodgears.ca, but he has a YouTube channel, and this is his design, so not trying to take credit. In fact, I love this guy, and I would suggest you unsubscribe from me and subscribe from him if you're gonna limit yourself to subscribe channels, because he is so amazing. Absolutely love the guy. He's the reason I have a shop, him and John Heights, and super grateful to those guys for showing me a world of woodworking I didn't know. Okay, that being said, Dave, you were asking about these shelf brackets. So first thing I want to say is I didn't make them in this form. I made them in the same form that he had them, which is one long extending 2x4 with these cantilevered brackets that come out. And so that's how I had them for like 6 years, 8 years ago. But eventually that becomes annoying because, as an example, that means that this 2x4 would extend into this area, and I would have to have a gap between here to make up for that. And as that got annoying, and as my OCD got took over, I decided to experiment with basically cutting out the in between parts and just doing it that. So you will also see that I made some of these incorrectly. This was one of my very first projects. And so you'll see that in this case, I basically have a 2x4 and a 2x2 straight out. And then I have furring strips here, and they're only angled because that piece is unnecessary. It's just aesthetic. You could just leave it there if you didn't want to turn a rectangle into a triangle. Then you'll see that I actually made some the correct way, which is where the 2x2 is angled and is part of the cantilever. So this is actually the way Matthias built it. I did this accidentally, but after all these years, they're still fine. So that shows how the design is so robust that even when you botch it, it's still functional. So as I said, most of these shelves were cannibalized from the existing ones, and I basically took them off the wall and cut out these in-between sections. So the way that they're mounted, basically all of them have 2 screws. In this case, you can see the 2 screws. In this case, this was one I made afterwards, and I basically just used whatever I had lying around. Because I had made this one correctly, I could only put 1 screw in from up here, which I can't really show you because it's way up there. And then I just put it all on a little plywood backing so I could get a screw underneath. So you could try just 1 screw. I think there's a couple above the garage door that I just used 1 real long, like 5/16 ledger board style screw, which is probably overkill, but most of them have 2. And again, you'll see like this one, the cantilevered 2x2 is flush with the bottom, but over here, it is not flush with the bottom. So how to make them, I would tell you to go check out Matthias's video. It's very simple: 2x4s, 2x2s, furring strips, and then again, the angle is optional. But what I thought I would do is do something semi-scientific and just do a quick measurement of all of this weight. So this is like my whole hardware area. So basically in here, I have short drywall, medium drywall, long, and extra long. So there's tons of weight over here. That's why on this particular one, I put this extra board going down into the foundation, because I wasn't sure it was really gonna hold up. But this is completely unsupported. So what I'll do is I'm gonna basically weigh all this stuff, and that'll give us a measurement to show us how much these 2 are capable of holding. Those things have been sitting there for 3 years. So it's been a good long time. I've never had a problem sagging, anything like that. So I'm gonna set this up on a tripod really quick, and I will do that. And then basically I'm just gonna take a measurement, and then I'll yell it out. You'll just have to trust me on that. And if you don't trust me, well, go watch somebody else's YouTube video. So let's see. All right, so let's weigh all this. So that's 30 pounds. I'll just do this big stuff. That's 50 pounds. Well, 49. In case somebody zooms in. That's 25 pounds. 42 pounds. So basically 42 pounds, 49 pounds, 20 pounds. So, I mean, basically I have 100 pounds sitting right here. And then I'm guessing that's similar because this is, again, basically all full of hardware. Well, these are all full of hardware. That's hardware. And this is all hardware. So, yeah, it's not super scientific. I fully admit that. But basically, 2 of these supports are holding 100 pounds. And again, I've never had any trouble at all. I don't know the limit to these things. But hopefully that answers your question. Hopefully that's helpful to somebody. If not, give this video a thumbs down. Go check out Matthias Wandel, one of the most brilliant minds on YouTube, at least for this kind of stuff. Love the guy, and he deserves your subscription. All right, folks, take care.